Today we're going to be making fresh goat cheese with Epicure's new fresh cheese maker that just came out this season. I have my microwave safe bowl and I'm going to pour, got a 4 liter or a liter of organic goat's milk that I'm going to pour in. And now I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 5 minutes. So now the purpose is to bring it up to a rolling boil in your microwave. I put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes and then I put my microwave on for another 2 or 3 minutes at a lower power and I watch it like a hawk. I actually have a chair right here that I'll be sitting in for my last 2 minutes so that I can watch it, and as soon as it comes up to a boil I know it'll be ready to make the cheese. So I'll be back once we've got a nice rolling boil on our milk. Okay, so my milk has come up to a nice rolling boil. I'm going to start it one more time just so you can hopefully see. You just have to watch it like a hawk when it gets to the end because you don't want to clean up a mess. Well, it's come down a little. It was almost over the top. Now I'm going to tap the sides all around just to release any bubbles. So that was 5 minutes on high and about 1 minute and 15 seconds on power level 7 on my microwave. But everyone's microwave is different. Now that I've tapped the sides, I'm going to add my vinegar. So the lid of the cheese maker has this measuring tool right in it. So I've got some apple cider vinegar that I'm going to pour. Regular vinegar works as well, as long as your vinegar is fresh. If it's been sitting around for a while, you might not want to use it. So I've poured in my vinegar, and I've got about 2 teaspoons of salt here. I have made this a few times now, and I found that about a half a teaspoon of salt for every cup of milk works the best. A lot of that salt will get poured out in the whey, so you're not actually going to be getting in the full 2 teaspoons when you're eating it. But it's very bland if you don't add the salt. Now you can add spices at this point. I could add some red pepper spice. My favorite is the urban garlic. I know a few consultants who've done the cran apple and cinnamon. I'm just going to leave it plain and serve it with red pepper jelly on top. So it's kind of all curdly. See if you can see, my phone doesn't do a flip, so I'm hoping you can see that it's curdled and thick. And I'm going to turn my phone back off and let it sit here on the counter for 30 minutes. So it's funny, I'm a real rule follower most of the time. And for a while there, I was making my cheese on my kitchen table, but the directions said to leave it on the counter for 30 minutes, and I was literally moving it onto the counter for 30 minutes to sit. So I'll be back in 30 minutes and show you what comes next. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, and I now have this bowl full of, I guess you could say, curds and whey. I'm like Little Miss Muffet. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to strain out the whey in this basket. Get a little bit of a stir, let some of a little bit more of the whey go through, and then it goes right back into the cheese maker. and it'll keep on straining. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'll put it in the fridge. And I'm going to let it sit in the fridge for 60 minutes while it strains, and we'll come back and we'll have cheese. So I normally pour my whey down the sink, but because I was doing it on camera today, I poured it into a bowl, so I wanted to measure. So as you can see, I've got 2 cups of whey here. If you wanted to, you could use that whey in gravies or in broths. Because it's salted, you'd have to use it probably more for something savory. I also make my own yogurt, so I have a lot of whey in the house all the time, and I add it to my smoothies and I bake with it. You can use it in place of buttermilk in your baking. If you Google what to do with leftover whey, there's a list of tons of things that you can do. So it hasn't been 60 minutes. We'll be back in 60 minutes. Okay, it's been 60 minutes. It's been a little bit more than 60 minutes actually, but I'm going to take the cheese out and tip it over on a plate. Oh no, it broke a little bit. Of course, the one time that I do it on camera, my cheese breaks. But I have to bring it to a cooking class tonight, so I'm just going to patch it up. And I know it's still going to be delicious.